Hello and welcome again to your Daily Templar Report. Sorry we're a wee bit late with some technical difficulties, but we're here now. We've got some good news and big news today, and I hope you're all going to be up for it, fighting fit and ready to defend everything that our ancestors have given us. Eh? Oh, yes, hello to... I guess you got reminded, I keep forgetting. Hello to those on YouTube. We don't broadcast much on YouTube. We broadcast in this, pods.tv, P-U-R-G-E-D.tv, pods.tv. The link's below. This is our own platform. We run it, we own it, and we control it. So please, don't follow us in the mainstream media and the people who censor you and throw you off and do whatever you want. It's part of the enemy's plan. Come and follow us on pods.tv. Makes sense. Don't be a silly. I don't understand people are still on the old platforms because you've been manipulated. I don't understand people who are on the new platforms like Getter because that stinks. That stinks. Don't get near it. It's a bad, bad thing. We do bits and pieces on it, but we don't trust it one bit. Anyway, I've got a word of the Lord for us today, and this is very apt considering what has happened in the last couple of days. And we're going to be heavily featuring today the situation in America, okay? Well, and some big plans that were supposed to be for a year's time, but they're getting brought forward. Anyway, I'm going to read you today in Joel, and it's Joel chapter 3, verses 9 and 10. You should know this. It's one of my favourite passages. Hear ye the words of the Lord. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Amen. And we know the Lord will bless this public reading of his own infallible, inspired, and inerrant word. And the people of God said, Amen and amen indeed. Well, what a few days it's been. You think everyone's getting bad, and then stuff happens. You think, wow, I cannot even believe this. You know what I'm talking about. Just in case you don't, I want you to have a look at this.
New reporting here after that unprecedented FBI search at the home of former President Trump at Mar-A-Lago in Florida. Tonight, ABC News has learned that the FBI told the Secret Service just 45 minutes before they arrived, and then the Secret Service telling Mar-a-Lago staff just moments before those agents arrived. Sources telling ABC News the search is related to allegations the former president improperly removed documents when he left the White House. They were brought to Mar-a-Lago, including classified material. And it wasn't the first time federal agents had been to Mar-a-Lago, their first visit in the spring. We have learned tonight that it was a staff member at Mar-a-Lago who called Eric Trump, and Eric Trump who then called his father to tell him about the search. The former president was in New York, seen leaving Trump Tower last night, and tonight here the first words from the former president while calling into a political event, saying, another day in paradise. This is a strange day. Sources tell ABC News the Department of Justice had started a grand jury investigation in May about alleged mishandling of classified information. Tonight, heavily armed Secret Service agents stand guard at the gates of Mar-a-Lago, and this evening, former President Trump issuing a new statement calling the search a horrible thing. Tonight, what we have now learned about how this unfolded, where they searched, and about pressure mounting on the Attorney General Merrick Garland and FBI Director Christopher Wray, appointed by former President Trump, to somehow explain this highly unprecedented raid. Dan Abrams is standing by on this, but we begin tonight with our chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl, leading us off.
We're learning new details about the FBI's extraordinary raid on Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago property in Palm Beach. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that 45 minutes before the FBI showed up, the local FBI field office in Miami gave the Secret Service team in Mar-a-Lago a heads up. The sources say the Secret Service agents did not notify anybody on the Mar-a-Lago staff until just as the FBI agents were arriving. When they did arrive, the FBI agents were escorted into the property by the Secret Service. Sources close to Trump say the club's general manager then placed a call to Eric Trump, who alerted his father. Neither Trump nor any members of his family were there at the time. In his written statement, Trump said the agents, quote, even broke into my safe, which Trump sources say is located in his office at Mar-a-Lago.
That's all we needed that. You know, I'm sure if you live in America, it's wall to wall right now. Now, it's quite incredible. Look at the, when the FBI are escorted into the house by the Secret Service, who are supposed to be guarding the house. You know, what do you do when you need protected from the protectors? It's a very bad thing. It's outrageous. And what are they looking for? What's all this about? What is all this about? This witch hunt against Donald J. Trump. It's all about him standing in the next election. That's it. Just get that in your head. But they're running about looking for 12 or 14 documents that they reckon he's had. Did you see how many boxes they had in the street? They had a U-Haul truck they're taking away. Well, looking for 14 documents. Well, maybe they'll find them next to Hillary's 33,000 emails. Many of them marked top secret, but were on her personal email server. Or better still, maybe if Trump really wanted to hide any documents, they stuffed them under Hunter Biden's laptop. We have corruption here on a scale that would shame a South America banana republic. And this is the United States of America. They're not even pretending now. They ain't even trying to hide how corrupt and how vicious they are. It's worrying because they don't care anymore. These people ain't playing. Exactly. If he's convicted and he can't run the election, of course they fear him. They're terrified of Trump. But this is what they're trying to do. Now, the Templars are not prone to emotional responses. I am, because I'm a Scotch-Irish person, but the Templars organisation isn't. And we had a plan to launch next year. But we've brought it forward. I only found out yesterday. So I said, okay, I'll push it and we'll get behind it and we'll get stuck into it because we might not have the time. These people are not playing. They're not playing games anymore. They're really serious and they're going to try and derail the next presidential election already. So we can't wait till next year. So we're going to launch it now. And it's a thing we had an idea for a long time ago. And it's a crusade for America. And I know a lot of Billy Graham and all that, the crusade for America. But we need to do this, folks. Yes, we are a religious order. Yes, we are highly political. But unless you marry politics and religion together, you're wasting your time. There are so many pundits, right-wing pundits out there, right-wing agitators, right-wing commentators, right-wing volunteers, right-wing activists. But they're not Christian. Or they give Christian little headroom and little space in what they're going on about. All these right-wing groups and all these conservative groups, but Christianity features very down the pecking order in their stuff. So we need to be careful with that. Yeah, we need to be careful with that. So what we're saying is until we marry the two together, you're on to a hiding to nothing, America. We need to marry the two together. So we want to launch, like the old days, like the old Billy Graham days, or the old tent days, an Every Home campaign, a Save America crusade. Can I do it from here? No, but I can play my part in it. But we need you to do it. Everybody must do it. We want people out, the way we did with the COVID stuff. We're going to produce vests. We're going to produce cards. We're going to do IDs, but we're going to produce loads of leaflets, loads of multimedia stuff that you can share, like really high impact, high power videos, really explaining what's going on, the wickedness that's going on, what's at stake. And if people don't react, now they're going to lose your country. America's going to go down the pan. So that's what we're going to do. And much, much more behind the scenes, influencing, pushing, cajoling, triggering every Templar man of any influence across this world, from Chile to Vladivostok, from Hungary down there to Greece. We're going to trigger everybody like we did in the 2016 elections when Trump was elected. We were credited in the front page of the New York Times as being highly influential, perhaps adding 2 points. Listen, 2 points the New York Times reckons we added onto Trump's vote. 2 points. He won by 2 points. The well-known lefty analysts and agitators Hope Not Hate here in Britain said that we definitely added 2 points onto Trump and 2 points onto Brexit. What was Brexit carried by? 2 points. So if you think you're just sitting in your living room watching this mad Ulster Scotsman here rabbiting and no. We have forum. We have proven ourselves. We are no mugs. We don't have the millions and millions and millions in resources that so many people have out there, but we don't need them because we're smart and we're old and we're established and we're well connected. And when we flick the switch, we can do things. We did it with Trump in 2016. We did it with the Brexit vote the same time. Well, just around about the same time. And people are screaming from the rooftops. The Hope Not Hate have been bleating on about it for ages. the, what do you call that other mob, Wire or something, what do you call them, that lefty horrible online news channel, anyway, I can't remember them. They're always going on about it, and the New York Times has spent the last 5 or 6 years screaming about Templars because of the Trump election result. So that's what we're doing now, okay? So now I think we're going off YouTube. We can really say what we like. I think I'll just ask the techie man, are we off the YouTube yet? Are we gone? Are we